a great way to put it.
Yeah.
And what about on the mineral extraction side? So this is a cartoon that sort of gives you a sense for all the ore and the extracted minerals that are coming out of the earth every year. It's about 68 gigatons. So each truck is a gigaton. What does this look like when we're in a sustainable energy economy? Looks like that. The fossil fuel extraction disappears. We replace it with the materials required to fulfill the sustainable energy economy. It actually reduces. Now, it's not to say that we don't need to continue to explore, bring on mining and refining for the sort of specific materials for the sustainable energy economy. We do. But the investment and mass flows are all very achievable just looking at what is already happening on the planet. This is nothing out of scale of what has been done and is already being done. And then when we calculate it on a sort of, element by element basis, the resources are there to support the transition. This is cumulative demand to move in the sustainable energy economy direction until 2050 relative to USGS resources today. We're not breaking the resource bank for any of these materials. And then when we look at what really happens as we move forward, history teaches the more we look, the more we find. What people think happens is, oh, there's this many resources, next year there's going to be less because we're going to extract them. What actually happens is, as we extract resources, we find more. And you can see on the right what has actually occurred with the key materials to the sustainable energy economy. Since 2000, as the sustainable energy economy has been growing, and Tesla's been growing, and all the industries around us have been growing, the actual resource availability has increased, not decreased.
Yeah, there still seems to be quite a bit of confusion about lithium. Lithium is extremely common. It's one of the most common elements on Earth. There's no country that has a monopoly on lithium,
yep.
Or even close to it. There's enough lithium ore in the United States to electrify all of Earth. If the United States was the only place producing lithium, there's enough domestic material to electrify Earth. It's very common. The limiting factor is the refining of the lithium into battery-grade lithium hydroxide or lithium carbonate. That's the actual limiting factor.
And the same is true for these other materials.
Yes.
And this is, again, these are not crazy technologies. It's just the investments need to be made, and the investments, they're not gigantic. They just need to happen.
Right. Nickel is maybe of them all the trickiest one to solve. But as we showed with the graph there, maybe need 30% of the world's known nickel reserves. So
and the nickel reserves have actually grown since 2000. So.
There is more. Yeah, exactly. So. And you only need nickel for basically aircraft, long-range boats, and very long-range cars or trucks. But the vast majority of the heavy lifting for electrification will be iron-based cells. And iron is actually literally the most common element on Earth. So, a little trivia point: if you say what is Earth made of? By mass, it is made of iron more than anything else, and second, oxygen, and then everything else after that. So basically, we're a muddy rust ball is what Earth is. So an iron cathode is sort of, you're definitely not going to run out of iron. There's so much iron, it's insane. So that's, yeah. So.
Yeah, and ultimately, this resource extraction, we go through this effort, we build these batteries, and then we recycle these batteries. So ultimately, we're doing this to build this sustainable energy economy, but the maintenance amount of ore that we require is really an order of magnitude or more, less, because of recycling. So in the end, a sustainable energy economy is within our reach, and we should accelerate it.
Yeah, I mean, so this is really the main message of today. And I really wanted today to be not just about Tesla investors who own stock, but really anyone who is an investor in Earth. And what we're trying to convey is a message of hope and optimism. And optimism that is based on actual physics and real calculations, it's not wishful thinking. Earth can and will move to a sustainable energy economy, and will do so in your lifetime.